Oh God. I'm trying to just stay away from giving too many unnecessary details because yes, I was a nurse. I was studying for nursing, in my homeland, and I came here and had to go through the process again and essentially started working as a nurse, and it's became obvious to me that it's fairly different from the textbooks. And I mean, not in a bad way necessarily. It's just different, and I realized fairly quickly that it does fulfill me, but not at the level I expected. So I somehow feel a little fooled by the expectations. But essentially, one of the Tuesdays, and I just decided to resign because I was like, my inner artist just cries for help, cries for being free and create stuff. So I resigned and I locked myself into the this art studio for like, I don't know how long was it, 2 months, 3 months, just painting, Bob Rossing around. Not that good though, but yeah, kind of realized that it's not exactly what I'm looking for because the piece that was missing for me that was present heavily in nursing is the social aspect, is the live feedback, is the almost immediate feedback when you know deliver and help and you receiving the feedback. You can see the product of your creation, it's just there. But with isolation as a Bob Rossen around is kind of you and a canvas and awesome music in your ears, but it's very little feedback. And there are many talented artists out there, and I realized that I tend to compare myself a lot with this, and it's definitely shut me down. So I decided that traditional art is nice to try. I'm glad I did, but it's definitely not what I should be pursuing for the rest of my life. And I mean, it's will remain as a part of me probably forever, and yay, but not as a professional focus. So I decided to continue to explore, and next on the site was UX. Yeah, I mean, I tried sales for a little bit, but it was very short. It was very short practice when I also realized that it's very structured and very repetitive to me. And this is something that, even though satisfied part of the social aspect, but your delivery is pretty much the same. You have the same product to sell the same way, the features, you need to explain the features. So it's kind of the same process that just bored me out very quickly. And, is it on me? Is it not? But I decided to move on, not without help, but it definitely helped me realize that no, I should continue searching. Next was UX. I heard about UX, but I didn't dive into it a lot. And then I discovered the online courses that will take anyone. So I decided, why the heck not? Let me see what's the UX is, actually user experience design, for those who don't know user experience design. Blew my mind. It's absolutely blew my mind. I didn't even realize that everything is UX. Hey, maybe I'm exaggerating, but that's how I perceive it. That's how it struck me, and I was very pleased with the experience I got there. So I kind of miss talking about 3ds Max and Blender and all the animation, because I essentially, when I announced to my family members that I'm leaving nursing, I was like, a good question followed through it. So, what are you gonna do instead? Instead of saying like, I'm gonna Bob Rossing around, I was like, I don't know, maybe 3D animation sounds cool, right? And then I realized that that means that I will be glued to my computer for the rest of my life. And I mean, I did learn the basics of Blender and 3ds Max, and it's super cool, but without a team of fellow 3D animators and designers, modelers, it's a lifelong project for me, and I'm getting bored easily with this kind of stuff. So after that was UX, and after UX, I blew my mind. I thought, well, you know what? I'm so experienced in UX now. Let me see what I can do with this, and with my artistic talent and my great practice in animation, and now UX educated. Let me start coding. Ha! No, didn't go well. Didn't go. I mean, I'm glad I tried. I took the whole course of web design, and it did cover the basics of HTML. I even, on my own, learned some of the JavaScript, which was very impressive for my professor, and impressive for me. I was like, hot shit right here, no stuff. And then I took web development. Oh my god. No, no. Coding definitely not something that I would want to pursue, and I I'm glad I tried, and it's important to know, but no. Coding is definitely not something that I'd like to pursue heavy handed and, diving into development more than I already did. So I guess at this point, I'm continue expanding some individual skills like Photoshop, Premiere Pro, um, certain softwares for design. But yeah, I'm still on the track of finding, this perfect balance of social aspect and creative nature and, the dynamic environment, making change, healing society, feeling so needed, solving problems. But yeah, didn't occur overnight, didn't come in my dreams still. But keeping my mind open, keeping my options open. Has anyone been through the similar situations? And if you have, share it out. Leave the comment below. Well, what did you do? And maybe how long it took you to find out your path, and how long you've been on it, and how good you feel about it, and share your tips and tricks, because I take it, I read it, I'll take anything. So